For people who maybe have never seen any of your posts before, can you just give us a quick example of maybe someone you've seen and what the traditional treatment may have been and what approach you have taken?
Yeah, I think the thing that gets the most controversy is when I pull a tooth that's, out of alignment. I mean, I've done that because, for example, okay, well, let me just go back a little bit. If somebody comes in the office that has a lot of crooked teeth, and these teeth aren't just crooked, but they also have a lot of actual anatomical, issues as well. They got big cavities in different teeth and things like that, or they're extremely stained, or there's just a lot of demineralization from the water in the area, especially in Texas. That happens a lot. And so for me, I've been given an option a lot to different patients that I can straighten their teeth and, in one visit, and basically they'll walk in and walk out with a straight smile. And when I do that, I basically trim extra enamel away in order to accomplish that. And the good thing is that all these people really don't have that great of teeth, even if they were straightened. And so a lot of the standard is in our field is to go and get them straightened first and then reanalyze them, and that at that point. So basically they're given the option of paying at least $5,000 to $8,000 for multiple years of braces on these structurally like unsound teeth, and then talk about maybe doing some cosmetic crowning, just because there might be too much enamel that we would have to take away otherwise.
What was that environment like now when you first stepped foot into this office?
Well, Marshall, Texas has about 25,000 people in it. It's about 2.5 hours away from Dallas, east of Dallas, and it's just an area that is a little bit, I would consider, underserved, in so many words. And a lot of people have insurance, though. So I accept a lot of insurances, about 30 of them. I do accept children's Medicaid, but I just don't see that many. I'm really about 5% Medicaid in my office right now. But I just got to this office. There was a dentist that had passed away. He had a heart attack, and the widow sold this office to a dentist over in Tyler, Texas, which is about an hour down the road. And he was looking for a doctor to put in it, and while he owned it. And so he kept putting in young dentists to try to run it. And it had blowing at the time, but these younger doctors really didn't like Marshall. It just wasn't a place that they wanted to stay in long term. So they would be there for a few months and then leave. And there were about 4 different dentists that did that. And so then they called me and they asked me if they had heard about me looking for an office to run by myself. And so I'd gotten a call, and I went down and checked it out, and I took the job. And what I didn't know, though, going into it, is that I was the 5th dentist in 2 years. And in a small town, people talk. There's just there's no ways around it. So people knew basically to not come to our office because it was pretty much